Hey, this is Ross Payton with Rule Playing Bubble Radio. We're playing Heart, the City Beneath, Descending Derelictus, episode 12. And in this 12th episode of the campaign, I'm actually going to get a major campaign rule, game rule right. So this entire campaign, we've been doing Fallout by just looking at each stress track separately. But I misread that, and when I wasn't paying attention in the one-shot that I played in, run by the game's author, so this is entirely on me.
Fallout, we could just keep doing it.
We could keep doing it, but no, we got to be true to the game's rules. It is stress is Fallout checks are made against your character's accumulated stress on all tracks, not just the individual track that has just received stress. It's not good for the characters. Characters are a lot more vulnerable, and because I'd been wondering, Major Fallout's really hard to get. But this makes Major Fallout a lot easier to get because
don't cheer that.
For example, Garanhon is going to take Fallout period because he's at 13 stress, which is higher than 12.
Bullshit.
It's true. Unless you lower your stress substantially, you're it's just a matter of what type of Fallout you're going to get. So it's going to be great.
Ross.
It's going to be great storytelling. So in the last session, the Delvers went into the labyrinth, a settlement, / literal labyrinth, built by an unknown number of people who suffer from the labyrinth curse, which compels them to build labyrinths. And they went in the deepest, darkest section of this labyrinth to acquire the apparatus, a strange barrel-shaped and sized machine with levers on the side. And they even they encountered the Minotaur, that which escapes, but managed to escape it and come back to the pub at the labyrinth.
Which escapes now, bitch.
Yep. And so you helped Chase get her uncle out of the thing, so that subplot's dealt with. But yeah, what is the pub called? The pub is called the Penrose Stairs. So the Penrose Stairs.
Are you sure it's not called the Magic Pants?
It is not called the Magic Pants. I am, of course, looking. I am very going to stick strictly to the book. That's what I do.
Very, very close to the text at all times.
So we are Valanthe joins the group. Valanthe had been building labyrinths in the last session. Actually, you know what? I'll say as a thing, you could have gathered enough resources and built enough labyrinths that you could have just wiped that Fallout as a consolation prize, or you could do something for the good of the group. So do you want to wipe that Fallout, or do you want to do something to help the group?
What exactly would it be to help the group? Can I ask what's behind the door number one before I have to pick?
I'll let you choose a type of help. It could be resources you could share with the group, information. Let's see here. Someone to help you.
I mean, I'm thinking that, like, that labyrinth curse, it's... As much as I like help,
it could be problematic.
Clearing Fallout is a good thing to do when it's on the table.
Yeah, apparently, especially now. Great. I think that I am going to have to go with the guys on this one and just clear that Fallout. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gone for something. War never changes.
As someone who, under the light rules we've been playing, became a pile of Fallout anyway, it's good to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
This is fair.
Valanthe just got it. You just had to get it out of your system. You just had to build enough labyrinths, and you're like, yeah, now I'm done. And you just worked it out of your system. So you built enough labyrinth of weird spidery web. Don't ask where the webs come from. It's fine. And some boards somehow nailed to the webs.
So it was your weird labyrinth phase.
Yeah, it's how Valanthe got your groove back.
Get wasted like I did.
Yeah. So.
Well, no, I kind of agree. This is how Valanthe got her groove back.
Mm-hmm. You've all reunited. You have the apparatus. Captain Vernon's very happy. Now you just need to get it to the River of Blood at the God of Corpses, which is a 5 delve trip to get back there.
Before we leave, this area, what types of fallout are we able to deal with here?
There's a doctor who can do blood. The pub you're in can deal with mind, and there's the Dovetail Market, which has supplies.
Okay, so nothing for fortune. Okay.
Yeah, fortune or echo. If you make a discern or a compel check, you can get in leads on where that might where you can find that kind of haunt.
I'll just
So
for now.
who has what at this point? Because I'm fresh as a daisy.
I am covered in bruises and like stitched together cuts, and I'm a little twitchy, but that's normal. That's fine. I enjoy that actually.
Okay, so we should probably get you a doctor.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we get you a doctor and clear some of that, what about everybody else? Rakk, are you actively bleeding right now?
Actually, that's one of the things that's one of the few things he is not hurt on. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I will go and track down that doctor now that you mention it. I forgot about my being
actually, if you ask me, like, I should go, strangely enough, I'm not bleeding right now. I know, I'm
okay. So that blood is all somebody else's. That's good. What are the fallouts that we can clear easily with resources again? Just for, the stresses. You said blood?
Yeah.
And mind.
Blood, mind,
and supplies here.
Yeah.
Okay. So who has blood, mind, and or supplies that need to be cleared?
I mean, I'm lacking blood is more the problem.
The only thing I'm on, I have 3 in mind, but that's the least of my stresses.
It's by definition not. It is the least of your problems would be your blood or your supplies.
The least.
If it were possible for me to take your mind stress, I absolutely would.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that.
I wish I could eat other people's crazy, is what I'm saying.
I understand.
So, with that being said, why don't I buy Garanhon a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Regale him with some stories about the labyrinth while
I'll go find me a Sawbones.
While Outis goes and finds him a Sawbones. We'll clear what stress we can before we continue our journey.
Okay. Yeah, you can just
the stakes have gotten a little bit higher, guys. We're going to have to play hard.
It goes like the god of this world figured something out and things are harder now.
Yeah, the universe suddenly reformed itself and everything seems all the edges seem a little sharper.
I don't know, voice from the sky. People always say I'm crazy when I start talking like that.
So yeah, you can with the doctor you can all of these are the blood and the mind one are both D8, so you can spend D6s and D8 resources and you can just roll that to remove that much stress.
All right, I still got a D6 Haven coin, so I'll spend those on my blood, I guess, and just roll a D6. All right, come on, D6. I got you out of the box special. Don't you fucking betray me. 4. All right. That's a respectable roll.
All right, you're down to 2 blood stress. So yeah,
no more coin.
Valanthe, if you have a D6 or D4 coin, you could spend that and on Garanhon, and he can. Yeah.
Although actually,
I do
I still
in fact have a D4 coin, so
Okay.
I'm buying you a drink, and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Although, do you actually want to? Because I do have my at least one of my D6s of coins left, so I could actually. Get
Well,
it
I mean, you
myself.
only have 3 mind stress, so this is probably a good way to spend that. So look, there 3. So you get rid of all your mind stress.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a very good cocktail. Yeah, made from some grog and some cursed wine.
And oil.
Yeah, and some oil. Yep, that's definitely it. Yeah, that's about all. I mean, unless Rakk wants to heal his 1 blood stress.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, well, you have to spend coin to do that, or someone has to make a min check and risk their supplies.
Let's see. Oh, wait.
I'll do the men check. I can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a good one for Warren, so that would not work
Okay.
here.
Yeah, and I do as well. At least I do as well. If you want me to try to. Oh, can I not mend from it because of last session?
You have shattered. What was that again?
Which is the shield. So
yeah, your shield is shattered. Oh yeah, no, that's not just your shield. That's like blood protection. That's like all of it. Yeah.
Oh no, just 1.
No, that's blood. That's fallout. And
Oh yeah, so I have to thank you because I have to get that repaired before I go. Then so all right.
So
Can I actually work on that with myself with some of the resources or?
Yeah, you could spend your resources on it.
Okay.
So yeah, you can spend a D6 coin and fix shattered.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do that.
I believe it's a
Do you need to make any roll on that, or it's just straight?
It's just a straight roll, so yeah.
Okay, cool.
All
right. It's been a day in the forge.
Yep. All right, so you fix your armor. That's very good. Yeah, your echo and your fortune stress, you'd have to go out of your way to restore. But yeah, is there any more healing you want to do before you hit the road?
Well, I can mend the one blood stress easy enough.
Okay. Yeah, roll. Let's see, men plus you're in Warren, so yeah, I guess it would be Warren's. So 3d10. Okay.
952.
All right, so Rakk is fully healed. Of blood stress, at least, yeah.
This little brew is like, I feel so much better now. I think everything's gonna be.
You could try again on Outis. He has 2 blood stress.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but it's always a risk.
It is for your supplies. Yeah.
I don't mind risking the supplies to help you out because.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, that's what friends do, is it not? Now hold still. I'm going to keep these stitches small.
Whew, that was close.
All right. I think you have a mending kit, so you can roll a d6.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's fully healed of blood stress. All right. Very good. Very good. So, any more healing?
I think that is all that needs to be done right now.
All right. So you all continue, recover from your latest delve in the depth of the labyrinth. And then you hit the road so you can get to the God of Corpses and take the apparatus to the...
Excuse me, that is not how we pronounce that. It's the apparatus.
Apparatus, yes. Garanhon, why don't you lead this delve? It is a 5 delve.
Okay.
And this is going to be desolate. Because this is burned labyrinth. This is a section. This used to be part of the labyrinth until someone burned it all down.
Okay.
Rough. Anybody got desolate? Because I do not.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to assist on that, so.
Yeah,
right.
Why not?
All right. You'll also risk fallout. Or,
why not? The world's not less safe.
All right. Let's see.
Oh.
Got it.
All right. Very good.
All right. And that's the D6 through the mage light.
Come on, 5 or 6. 5 or 6.
And Dicebot is being its usual self. So,
all right, 4 left
for the audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to keep assisting me, Rakk?
I love helping my friends, even when it hurt. It never hurts to help.
No, except when it does.
Mm-hmm.
I just did an eek the cat there for those listening.
Oof, that's not as good. So unfortunately,
all right. Do you want an encounter, or do you just want to take some stress?
We can go with an encounter. I would say.
Okay.
It would be safer than taking the stress.
Not necessarily.
That remains to be seen.
No,
yeah, that is definitely. Yeah.
I would. It said, and as of right now, we kind of need to get to where we can use the apparatus more effectively. So I'll go ahead and take a little bit of stress. So
okay.
Well, you and Tom.
Yeah, both of you will take. This will be. This will be mind stress. No, it's what? Yeah, no, because Rakk was assisting.
I want that.
Yeah.
Hey, can I give it to Ross? Can I give it to him?
Nope, he was not assisting.
This is one.
Both of you. Well, both of you take 1 mind stress as both of you encounter a grisly scene. As you turn, basically, you're walking through these just a vast landscape around you of burned out shacks and settlements and impromptu structures. People at the Labyrinth Curse who built this massive section of the labyrinth, but it was all very flammable, and all the rags and wood and bits of scrap all caught ablaze. And unfortunately, Garanhon, you push past a wooden the part of a wooden wall, and then you both of you and Rakk are side by side to navigate. And both of you step down, and you can hear something crunch. When you look down, you see you've stepped on a skull, and then you look around you. There's dozens of skeletal remains. Their hands reaching out. There a large group of people here, and you realize this used to be a tavern, like the one you just spent drinking at, like the Penrose Stairs. There were quite a few people who were trapped in the fire and died horribly. and you see steins and bits and bobs of adventuring gear, ruined horribly by the fire, of course. But that could have been you. Both of you realized this could have been you had you been here at the wrong time.
A waste of booze.
Yeah, well, you both take a mind stress, and so let's roll on that fallout.
Yeah, why don't we do that, Ross?
So you have 11 total stress, Garanhon. So
let's just do it.
Yep. Yeah, no. 12. You don't take any. But Rakk, you have 7 total stress.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, just watch this. Watch it, people.
It's gonna be a 7.
Oh my god!
Son of a bitch!
All right, I'm just doing some test rolls. All right, all right. Both of you escape. It's fine. It's fine.
That's what I was going to say. What a waste of booze.
Yeah.
It is immortalized in our dice pod if we ever need to check in, folks.
All right. Do you want to switch out and let Valanthe take the lead for a bit?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's fine.
All right, Valanthe, give me a delve check. And
the thing is, I don't have desolation.
Well,
yeah, neither do I.
It doesn't matter to if anyone can assist.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought having a
in this
relevant
case,
domain-
it's just having another set of eyes. So
okay, because I can delve. Like,
all right, well then, yeah, you don't need the domain, especially if you have the skill. Then yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
just
Outis
didn't
and
remember
Valanthe
how-
take the lead. So go ahead and roll with your.
You know, we were knee deep in that hoopla. This is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Are you rolling or am I?
Okay.
I think I am.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see.
he has delving.
Oh, wait.
he has
I do have desolate.
Okay.
Pearce,
nice.
Desolate, Haven,
Okay. So you're rolling total of 4
and
dice.
Occult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good. It's okay. Skitters knows the way, don't you, boy?
Yeah.
Yes,
with
he
Skitters,
does.
He'll, get
Oh.
All right. Roll d6.
4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6.
Mhm.
There's a 50% chance. Come on, dice bot. Yes.
All right. You get to the edge of the God of Corpses without incident. Even as you approach the settlement, and you can smell the unique odor. It's not like fetid. It's like an old, like odd, meaty smell in the air. But you can all hear the sounds of a massive crowd outside, and yelling or people raising their voices, chanting perhaps.
I've lost the charm of chanting. And now it just bums me out.
But yeah, as you get nearer, you can see there are many banners set up now, crudely painted, with a symbol that Outis realizes is a symbol of Xarodoth, perhaps a amateurish symbol of Xarodoth, badly interpreted by a.
Graphic design is their passion.
Yes, exactly. Graphic design is their passion. It's coming from you're coming from the side that is not facing the River of Blood, so you can circle around to the outside to sort of scout out the River of Blood area. But in order to get that close without being seen would be difficult, without a disguise or using stealth. To see.
Fortunately, I can do both of those things.
All right. Well, if you want to sneak ahead and see what's going on, you can.
Let's see. I'm going to need my number 3 cultist robe. Here we go. All right, guys, stay here. Wait for the signal. You know what it's going to be. Skitters is going to come back with a nice little message. Aren't you, boy? Yes, you are.
All right. So you will take stress, and this will be fortune stress as you push your luck in order to navigate the crowd. So let's find out what that fall. Well, so that it'll be 2 fortune stress on Valanthe. You're now at 3, not 13. So you only have 3. That's your only stress. So, you're fine. As you navigate the crowd, you have a close call here and there, but you can see that there are actually lots of supplicants to Xarodoth now. The cult to Xarodoth has grown quite a bit, or at least they're out in force. You don't exactly know how many there were before. Now that you think about it,
we did thin their numbers the last time we were here.
Yeah, you did. A small number of them, it turns out. There's probably several hundred there, and they're all. It's very clear to you that they are watching the banks of the River of Blood, and there is a speaker. There is a preacher, a leader of some kind, on a crudely constructed wooden platform, speaking to them, and that is the source of the chanting. And they have literally bull horns, to amplify their voices, which is why you could hear it from so far, and very loud kettle drums. But this preacher, his voice sounds very familiar. And then you made your check there, Valanthe, so you can actually get close enough to recognize it. Frederick, the swallowed man, has apparently miraculously survived the destruction of the halfway house and has become a new initiate into the mysteries of Xarodoth.
He can't follow a new religion. He's dead. He was swallowed.
Well, he is the Frederick, the born again.
Fuck off. That's some good branding. That's some really good branding.
Very good branding. And he is very much showing that the infidels must be found before they escape through this river of blood. It is Xarodoth's will that they be taken to the Eye, which Valanthe, you have no idea what that is. You can return to the group and report your findings, Valanthe, or you can, I don't know, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna jot that nice little message on Skitters and send him back to the group, and I'm going to observe a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I would like to make a mend roll to take a good look at that riverside podium and figure out what exactly do we need to do to make the swallowed man into the drowned man by, pitching him directly into the blood. Like if someone were to pull this cotter pin right here, say, for instance.
Yeah, the problem is that it's he's flanked on all sides by guards, so that would be a dangerous stealth check to get there without being seen. As the situation is currently.
And I'm not wanting to get there right now and do this immediately, but I'm just thinking, for future reference, what exactly would one have to do to make this particular problem go away?
Well, I mean,
if I go away, I mean drown.
Well, he's at the very edge of the riverbank, and it's not very shallow there. Really,
I will have you know, voice from the sky, a skilled assassin can get a person to drown in as little as an inch of water. Did you know that?
Yeah, no, that's true, but that is someone who is unaided by, a huge crowd of people willing to die for him right in there. So you'd have to keep the crowd from trying to help him if you wanted to just drown him in that shallow water. Or, sneak somehow get a rope around his ankle and yank him into the deep water from a distance.
Oh no, what we need is one of those big hook canes, and then from the edge of the stage you just drag him off.
Yeah, the river gets deep, but not at the edge. You'd have to pull him out pretty far, at least. So you'd have to yank him a ways to drown him in the river. Knocking the podium is just going to get him wet. Unless something were to pull him further in the river. Does that make sense?
Yes, so we must harpoon him from, say,
an
apparatus of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think it has. If it has a harpoon launcher, that would be rad.
If it doesn't, it can have one.
Yeah, you actually do. You realize you're only seeing one side of the river. The lighting's too gloomy, and there is sort of a blood mist rising up from the river of blood, blocking sight of the far shore of the river. It occurs to you, Valanthe, maybe one thing, you don't know how long it takes to set up the apparatus. The apparatus. So
Yar.
And two, you probably need to set it up near the river, but maybe there's another part of the river that's less guarded. Anyways, the rest of you get this message, basically, saying the cult of Xarodoth is guarding the section of river and Frederick is the reborn and is leading them. I assume, are you sending a message back to Skitters with Skitters to Valanthe?
Mine would mostly just be growling, I think.
Okay.
Well, is there anything that we can do to possibly distract them? So
I don't know. I mean, how would you figure that out?
Well, I mean, distraction's another way of drawing attention to. That comes with risks. What about just like figuring out more lay of the land stuff, seeing if we can find another part of the river to access?
Yeah. There's a lot of options.
Guys, this is turning into the worst float trip ever.
It hasn't even started.
Best.
Vernon, Captain Vernon Blackclaw is like, me mateys, yes. The privateers are obviously on our tail. We must protect the apparatus. It is. It takes it a few minutes to unfold itself, and it's very delicate during these few minutes before the armor shell can really be pulled from within. But on land, it's actually amphibious. It can actually move on land, although it is quite slow on land. So we really need to. It would be best if we were to unfold it near the water. And then just on the riverbank somewhere, that would be ideal. And then we could all get inside the apparatus. And then once we're in the water, it will be presently, very, very swiftly. Yes. Aye, arr, arr. So
if we could potentially keep their attention on us or something else while the apparatus was going forward, then we may give them enough time to actually be able to defend us as we escape.
Yes. A distraction. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's also a question of how long and how much attention it draws to itself while setting up.
It's pretty big and it's pretty loud. There's a lot of mechanical clanking sounds. Yes.
Makes it ancient rumblings.
Yes. I have heard tell that the giant extends all the way on the other side of the Blood River. We could follow his legs and then climb down his feet and get there. But few go that way. It is dangerous. Well, claws, hooves. No one really. The physiology of this corpse is a bit odd to me. So yes, but we'd have to climb on top of the corpse and make our way. Think of the river, the legs as a bridge over the river. And yes.
I mean, generally speaking, we tend to have, I think, better luck dealing with environment than we have dealing with people. But that might just be me.
And that's well, depending on the situation. Yes, that might be true. But also, if there's a possibility where we might be able, like I said, with going to distraction, because this is the person who destroyed our house.
No, I did that. Yeah. That's me. Oh. I did that.
Well,
we've
took our house away.
Frederick just, has clearly lost his mind and forgotten that he was swallowed to death. So I don't. That's a level of crazy I can't quite fathom. But I, as much as I would like people that are screaming for our blood in the name of the god that is the author of all my miseries should be punished, I kind of don't think that vendettas are worth pursuing in a way that's going to put all of us and our apparatus in more of a threat. I tend toward Pirate's idea of using legs and going around the long way, because that's a big crowd of people, and I don't like them. Besides, we already screwed with what's his name? The guy who didn't blow up our house because that was me, but the other guy who sold our house to be a cop bar. Like we robbed him. It was great. So that debt's we're done with that. Okay. So let Frederick lose the meaning of his swallowed life to the shit cult, and I vote we go legs. It's my vote.
Versus, there are some abandoned houses near the river that have been set up. We could build the apparatus in that one, or set it up in there and crash through the house. They would see us, now that I think about it, and then they would probably chase us, and I'm sure they would have boats. But yes, that would be, if we could sneak the apparatus in one of the abandoned structures, we could possibly set it up. But the legs, I mean, that does sound a mob of people are. It's not. I mean,
it sounds appropriately swashbuckly, at least.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Also, blasting out the side of a house does sound like it would rule.
Yeah.
So why don't let's take that plan and run with it a little bit.
Hey.
So here's my thought. We'll put the apparatus in the house. We'll put the apparatus together there. And while we've got it set up, we'll get a good look at the house itself. Booby trap the heck out of the front of it so that when they do come storming through, as they are wont to do, perhaps they will find out the hard way that they should not be pursuing us.
Yeah, you could.
The swallowed man called us infidels. For that he must pay.
Yeah.
You guys are starting to sound...
I will not have that.
You guys are starting to sound a lot like me, and let me remind you, I blew up our house in one of these moods, and since I'm not in a manic fit right now, it sounds like a bad idea.
Also, what's an infidel?
Well, Captain, you...
Insult?
Yeah,
well, Captain, you said that there are a couple of abandoned houses, correct?
Yes, there are. There's further along, there should be any number of shacks and shanties that have been set up. People build little settlements all around the corpse, and most of them were swept away when the River of Blood erupted. But there's
also we did kill a bunch of people.
Yes, you did kill a bunch of people. That's yeah.
Well, we may be able to take something else of the land plant and false flag and take out what we need. So instead of being able to. Instead of booby trapping our own, we draw attention to another house, use that as the bait, and then pop out the other one while they're not looking or otherwise occupied.
That also works. But to be fair, what I was going to say is most of the time when we kill a bunch of people, the rest get the point.
Well, cultists tend to learn lessons poorly.
Which means that we may have to teach them a little bit more firmly this time. So we're not going to pussyfoot around with the booby traps, are we? We're not going to do the Kevin alone. We're going to make these lethal booby traps.
Can I just kill them?
I mean, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's like an audience worth. So
I need a really efficient way to kill a lot of them at once.
Yes, hence the booby traps.
It doesn't sound like I'd be doing much of the killing. That sounds like the booby traps would be doing it.
Yes, but if you set up the booby traps, then the kills are yours by extension.
Is that the law?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know the law very well, but I'll take your word for it. Sounds good.
Okay.
The law is 3/10 of a booby trap.
Okay.
I literally cannot argue with that.
Okay. All right, so in order to... first, you have to get the apparatus into a house. Now, it's the size and shape of a barrel, so that's pretty easy to just roll it around like a barrel. The main thing is picking which house you want to use, and then getting there without being detected. And so you can either all get disguises for yourself, or you can also all sneak. Now, Valanthe cannot... No one can help one another sneak. There's a lot of people watching you, so everyone would have to sneak on their own. I'm
gonna need a disguise. I'm not sneaky.
Yeah. Same here. So
okay. So how are you going to disguise yourself? What kind of person do you think would get by? Because the cult is clustered along the riverbanks. There are houses. Now Valanthe saw some of them, and Vernon knows the area. So there's ones right along the riverbank. Like those, there's some that are being occupied by the cult themselves, but there's others further. So those are probably pretty dangerous to pick because they're going to be watched or just used by the cult. There's ones, a little far back that are, and there are ones that are way far back and just out in basically on the very outskirts. The ones on the outskirts are going to be, the cult's not going to watch them at all. The ones in the middle, the cult will probably watch a little bit if you're really obvious. And the ones near the riverbank are going to be really, really watched. But on the other hand, the apparatus is very slow on land. Yeah. The farther away you start from the river, the longer the cult will have to oh shit, it's them. Let's go catch them. You could try to, all disguise yourselves as cultists and take over a house and, go undercover.
Just need just very, very dull robes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just need robes to disguise your appearances. So, do you want to mend some cult robes, or do you want to go?
No, that's something I can do.
Or do you want to go mug some cultists for their robes?
I could mend a cult to make some robes.
Yeah. Okay,
I can assist you with that. So, Actually, would this be considered Warren's or?
This is actually for the cultists. It's going to be a cult, men plus a cult because they're literally cultists. So
okay. Yeah, well, I still have a mend right now, so I can give you a hand with that. Otis.
Get it. Making robes. Go. Hey, 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Thick ass robes.
All right. So you all have robes. And Vernon actually has slapped glued some wood on the apparatus. Don't worry, the glue comes right off. It looks like a barrel now. I mean, it
already looked like... Yeah, never mind. It's fine.
Well, it was made of metal. Like, they don't have metal barrels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
it could be a cask.
Mm-hmm. What, a metal cask?
So, well, you see a lot of things on the Vermissian.
Now, don't be silly. We don't have metal casks in these parts. What kind of hooch would we store in that? It would give it a very bitter aftertaste.
That's like obviously high alcohol content, the one that could be used for fuel.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not thinking of like a natural gas can?
Well, that's what we can drink at certain points, but yes.
All right, so the 5 of you really are out rolling this barrel. Who's actually Well, Vernon can roll the barrel. He loves the apparatus. He loves it so much. But which house? How far from the riverbank are you looking at?
Well, I'm thinking kind of close-ish.
Well, one on the riverbank, one a little ways from the riverbank, or one really far from the riverbank.
So where do we want the risk? Do we want it up front or do we want it later?
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards mid-range or up front.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to be all the way back, because I would lean toward mid-range, because if we screw up immediately, we're going to have compounding problems until we get out of town.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, if you have, I mean, it only takes a few minutes to set up. So, basically, can you hold them off long enough for the crab to assemble itself, the apparatus?
I mean, I'm not against doing the house that's close to the water. It's just, if we're ready, we're ready. What do you guys think?
Why don't we do the one close by the river? So that's also the closest house to where you are, so you can get out of the sight of the crowd faster. So you all roll in the house. There are a number of cultists. We'll say there are 3 cultists in this house, and it is a single room log cabin. It is just barely big enough. Vernon rolls the barrel in, and one cultist is out of the window, leaning, watching the Frederick talk about how great Xarodoth is. Another cultist is carving symbols to Xarodoth on the walls of the interior. Another one is outside by the front door, on lookout. And he sees the 4 of you, the 5 of you, and he's like, well, we're looking for 4 people, not 5. And there's not, so I guess,
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hail, brother. Do you know the latest secret handshake?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good. Show it to me, but not here in front where everybody can see. That would ruin the secret part. Here, let's go over here to the side, out of the way. Let me prove that you are actually a cultist.
Compel plus occult?
Fuck. Nice.
You speak well. Yes, of course, brother. I shall show you. It is our duty. Nice robes, by the way. They look really clean.
As hell, right?
Yeah. They're really well mended. You get him on the... So are you going to try to get him alone so you can take him out, Valanthe? Or are you just wanting to distract him for the time? You can just distract him for free. But if you want to, Assassin's Creed him or whatever, that'll be another roll.
I think you know where this is going.
Yes.
You're going to seduce him?
I'm going to give him a very lovely fruit basket.
Oh, good.
And by a very lovely fruit basket, I mean I'm going to take this knife, I'm going to put it between ribs number 3 and 4, and slice his heart into half.
Okay, yes, I really did need to know. All right, so that was kill plus Warren's. So it looks like you made it with a 9. So you do assassinate him and quickly shove his body under.
Oh, they didn't tell you about the knife part. Oh, that's new.
So there's 2 cultists in the cabin. Vernon is has the barrel up and is kind of looking at you, the rest of you three, be like, he doesn't want to start, assembling the crab until those guys are out of the way. So, Garanhon, what are you doing? One of the cultists, the one carving the walls, stops and looks like, you're wearing really heavy armor there, brother.
Oh, it's just it's just a general necessity for when you like making sure that you're not taking risks.
Did you not hear? Our Frederick the Born Again said that we must sell our armor, give it to the, especially those of us on the river, because we might have to swim out and intercept the infidels at any time. That armor will only weigh you down. Yeah, take it to the podium. I'm sure that Frederick will bless you for such a bounteous tithing to the church.
Oh, well, that may be something else that's, absolutely needed. Maybe you could fully show me the way. Is there, and put my hand around his shoulder, is there another area of the house or an offside I could take him to that's out of sight from the rest of the house?
It's a single room log cabin.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And Valanthe went to the one place that is out of view of everyone else, right outside the cabin. Like like I said, there's a lot of cultists around here. That's the cluster.
Actually, if I saw him going out there, I could just lead him there in the moment where when we step out the door, at least right out the door. Push myself in front, so hopefully I'm blocking his view from the others, and just gut punch him.
Okay. I would allow you to chain this. Okay. But now this is going to be a risky kill plus Warren's check in order to one-shot this guy. Going basically like, okay, now I know Valanthe well enough that I can time this, that as soon as that guy is dead, this guy will be around the corner and I can kill him. So yeah, you can try and do this combo.
Try to Agent 47 this as much as possible.
But it's a team combo, so like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thankfully, I do have Warren, so be kind.
But now this is risky because you're chaining it with a Valanthe skill.
Let's see. Got it.
Damn,
yeah. 8 and a 9. Just that's very interesting. Oh, can you look over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rakk.
Yeah.
You want to go say hi to that? We should make friends with that third guy.
I love making friends.
You and me should go and make friends with that guy.
Huh? Are you talking to me? Wait, what? Hey, did you guys say? Oh, well, I assume you two were whispering to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, brothers, are you listening to the sermon? It's quite good.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Ever since hearing the word of Xarodoth, like everything's totally changed. Here, let me show you. I say, getting his attention on me. It's like, well, I don't know if this has happened with you, but like, what? Watch this, okay? I don't know if this is like a faith thing or what, but basically I'm going to use my like weird little generate fire when I swing my hands thing to distract him momentarily to set up Rakk to, do his Rakk thing.
Okay, so Outis, you do not have to roll, you're just assisting. So Rakk, you now he's at the window, so this is going to be a risky kill plus Warren's check. But you do get one extra die, thanks to Outis.
Okay, so yeah, it's essentially like cut behind and hunting knife to the base of the spine.
You just have to do it so that no one sees it. So
that's 4 dice, so that should be fun.
Come on! Fuck.
Okay.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You go to stab him, and let's see here. You do kill him, but someone sees it. So it was risky. And the person looks very eyes aghast. Yeah.
Hey, could you maybe go do something about him?
Outis, you're the only one who can act because you were just distracting. So you're the only one in a position. You don't have a.
All right.
You're not covered in blood.
They betrayed Xarodoth.
I can do a. I don't have compel, so I'm not going to be able to.
No, you can try. You can always try.
I can always try, but with like 1 die, that's not really much of anything.
It's something. What are you gonna do, Outis?
By the way, Ross, you need to stop sounding like you're smiling over because you sound like you're grinning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I really don't have much I can do other than either attempt to light him on fire or attempt to bullshit about stuff I don't know anything about.
If you bullshit loud enough.
You know what? I'll give you a mastery die if you use your connection to Xarodoth.
Nope. I'm going to do the opposite of that because that's a fucking trap. And I'm going to fucking flail my weird range fire punch power that I have to light that person on fire.
Okay.
Because my punches are ranged and fire for some reason, somehow, because of reasons. But
flames on the side of your face.
Yep. Yeah. It's a kill plus warrens.
Which die? There we go. Okay. Nope.
Okay. Ah! They're here! They're here! Vernon is starting to assemble apparatus. You can all hear the gears grinding and metal clacking. He is trying his best. So the name of the game is hold them off long enough for the apparatus to be built. So
let's start turning this place into a death trap.
Well, traps are going to take a little long time. This is probably more.
Yeah, no, I think the actual name of the game is close the doors and block the windows. It's RE4 style in here.
Yeah. It's definitely grab the tables and shit and prepare for a siege. So yeah, we'll do this round by round.
Garanhon, Outis, you're on barricade duty. Rakk, grab your bow. You and I are going to be shooting out the windows.
Well, I'll just go to each player and ask them what they're doing. You all heard what Valanthe said, but you can choose to do whatever you want.
I'm doing what Valanthe said.
Okay, well, first we'll start with Garanhon. Garanhon, what are you doing?
So, are there any items to barricade in the house, or is it pretty empty?
No, there's furniture. There's some tables. There's some chairs. There's a shelf. There is a wooden bed frame. So, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the bed frame and place that over it and try to at least splinter it off and try to basically push it through as much as we can through the windows to create more of an obstacle. It's not probably going to give full coverage, but there. So I guess mend Warren to see if we can create a temporary area with it.
Now you can take a shortcut and basically you can just do what you said, and that would be a standard mend check, but you could also make a risky mend check by using your powers to rip it asunder into smaller pieces faster and basically risk well, actually, you know what, I'll say it's not going to be it'll still be a standard roll, but if you overclock yourself and take that stress, you will make much more effective barricades.
As much as I would want to do that, I'm still writing. I want to save that potential fallout for something that we might really need, so I'll just do a standard roll.
All right, yeah, standard min plus Warrens.
Warren,
yeah,
okay, got it.
All right. So you start barricading, blocking off the windows. There's a couple of distant arrows. You can hear them plinking on the cabin. But yeah, this will definitely hold them off. So Outis, what are you doing?
What other things need barricaded?
You can continue barricading. I would say there's a total of 3 barricade actions to fully barricade the building.
Well, I suppose I'll do the next one then.
Okay.
Though I do have a question. So I've got my Mark of the Weaver thing, and it says once per session I can fix someone or something that would take hours of careful work. Is that just for things that are broken, or could I use that to, like, let's see, I have the capacity to stitch, fix, and bind with a thought. Can I do that to just, like, seal one of the doors to be inoperable?
Yeah. If you burn, does it cost any? Is that a spell you have to cast?
No, it's just I don't know what it would count as. It just says once per session I can do I can do something that would take a massive amount of time in seconds, mend wise with magic, but it doesn't say that it's a spell.
I would count that as basically a critical success on your mend check. Of course, that'll make fixing the apparatus later harder if it takes damage. But yeah.
Okay, well then I'm doing that.
Okay. All right, give me your mend check.
Ha! Oh, there's my fucking 10. All right, well, I'll take it.
Okay. With that success, actually, you do both actions.
Sweet.
The place is fully barricaded.
Ink crawls off my hands and seals every part around the doors.
And it's like military grade barricades. They're like, there's none of this diagonally nailed boards shit you see in zombie movies. This is like professional arrow slits.
See, I can't fight, but I can do other things.
And like the entire house has been doused with blood to make it damp, so it doesn't catch on fire as easily.
Like that smell.
Yeah. So yeah, Rakk, you could just fire.
I'm setting up a bow sniper position.
Yeah, there's an arrow slit for you. And
I look at you like, it's like, you are such a good friend. I give him a hug before I go take a position.
All right, give me a kill plus a warren check to see how effective your shooting is. Okay. It's very good. However, someone, you know what? I'm not going to say blood stress. That's a little too easy. But you look out and you can see you're a hunter. You hunt big, scary things. You don't hunt. There's an entire, your entire vision outside that arrow slit is just angry cultist, a huge mob of people. That's not what you're used to facing. This is not like a noble, cool fight for you. This is like, oh God, if we lose, I'm going to get ripped to shreds, by a bunch of angry, cultists. So this is going to be mind stress for you. So that's going to be 3 mind stress, putting you at 4. And that puts your total at 10. Yeah. Well,
just fucking do what you need to do.
All right. So that is minor. So you get to minor mind stress. You get to wipe that, and you take minor mind fallout. Let's see here.
Is that all my stress then?
No, that because it's minor fallout.
Just mind stress.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mind. All right. Let's see here. All right. You're shaken. You panic and fall back under your primitive impulses. The GM chooses one: fight, flight, or freeze. So, shaken, I'm going to say you are going to keep fighting until someone takes you off of fighting. So you're fine right now. You're just going to keep shooting arrows in a rhythmic pattern until
I'm making shots, but I'm starting to get a really feral look in my eyes right now.
Yeah, someone's going to have to pull you off of that, or you're going to be left behind. And I don't know if anybody realizes that yet. Anyway, so Valanthe.
Turn.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to carry out my side of the plan. So I'd like to point out that my exsanguinate has just hit a D8, and it's piercing now.
Is it ranged?
I just need line of sight.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll kill plus warrants. Very good. So with the 10, you're knocking them down. So yeah, you're holding them off. Your place is as barricaded as it's possibly going to get. But now they're close because you only have two shooters. So even with their rolls, there's so many to kill, and they're getting closer and closer. And now you can all hear arrows being fired into the building, rocks, bottles smashing against it. They're throwing basically, Molotov cocktails, which are not catching on fire. Well, you're seeing bits of fire. In the meantime, the apparatus is taking up a lot of space in the middle of the cabin. So you're all hugging the outer wall or the inner walls. And you can all see this. Yeah, they're not quite in melee range yet, and you've killed enough that you don't take stress for just being in the cabin, but the cabin's still structurally intact for now. But yeah, they're close. Valanthe and Rakk are just going from window to window, shooting as fast as they can. We'll do their rolls in a second. Garanhon, you're out of things to barricade. Now, Vernon is working on the crab as fast as he can safely, but he knows the machine well. And you know that if you mess with it, you're not briefed on this machine.
And I haven't been briefed.
You haven't been briefed. So trying to help him would be risky. You could help, but you could also damage the apparatus. And do you have a ranged weapon?
No. Basically, for everything else is just close in. So I could utilize myself. I could place myself at one of the other windows that hasn't been there and just ram people back with a shield. Or
they're not. They aren't in melee range yet. They're not at the windows yet. They're getting there, but not this round.
would it be possible to prepare since I know I have the risky option for trying to help understand that, but could I use the time to prep and get a bonus dice on the next roll in order to improve my chances of hitting when they come to the window?
Give me a discern check. Discern plus warrens.
Discern plus warrens? Okay. Yeah, 10. Ooh, crit.
Okay. So you're watching the barricades as they're taking shot after shot, and the walls are taking shots after shot. You'll be able to take 2. You'll get a mastery die on a kill check to repel invaders next round.
Excellent. Cool.
Okay. So you're just waiting as the sound is getting to you, but you're focused.
Side.
You're focused.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. Outis, are you gonna be using your crazy fire hands?
Actually, for now, I'm going to cast my Frenzy of the Sky Court, so I have protections and get better at killing for the next go round.
Okay.
And that is 8. Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Plus 1 protection to everything, and yeah.
Rakk, you can give me another kill check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Violence.
Violence is pretty neat.
Yay, violence.
Now we're talking.
All right. Yeah, you're just in
the groove. I'm just totally. I'm in my own zone right now.
Yeah, you're in your own zone. You
occasionally take an arrow, stab someone with it, and then fire it.
Not yet. That'll be next round. Yeah.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
Yeah. Valanthe, you can also give me a roll for killing.
All right.
Still killing it with the killing.
All right. You're holding them back. You're not holding them back. You're killing as many as you can. But again, this is it's just.
I think the difference between Rakk's window versus mine is that Rakk is shooting whichever one is a proper target. I'm throwing my spells at whichever one seem to be shouting orders, like, throw the rocks against the gludge.
Mm-hmm. But at this point, they're at the walls. They're kicking. They're taking axes and other weapons at the door. They're trying to force their way in. They're in the walls, or they're at the walls. So they're reaching their hands through this whatever cracks they can get through. This is a sturdy cabin, but it was just a cabin made by scrap wood and shit. So
cabin smiths.
Yeah. So they're in melee. So Garanhon, you can give me a kill to repel invaders essentially.
Okay.
And you get a mastery die for this. And if you roll well, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Does that still count with warrens as well?
Yes. Yeah. This is all warrens because you're fighting inside a building, in a war, and it is a very, very close quarters combat.
Okay. So, all right. So please do good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So, with that, you're able to basically, you're not focusing on killing them. You're just knocking them down, kicking them back. You're buying them time. So you can, with the critical, you can make sure Vernon will not take any fallout this turn.
Excellent.
As
they just try to come through, I keep swatting their hands and heads with the broadsword, the broad part of the
apparatus
sword.
is taking
hands reaching through the windows or reaching through the doors and then getting sliced off. No, don't touch.
There's some of that. There's also like shield bashing people who are forcing their ways through holes in the windows and shit like that. Garanhon is a perfect sentinel guarding Vernon and the apparatus, it is almost fully taken shape. Almost there. So
actually, can I? The one thing I do as well is that when the hands start coming through, and they start trying to push for the barrier, I do back up and just let some of my vents on the back of my armor go, releasing steam into the back, and just hearing the screams like, "Do you hear this? This is the go away vent. Go away, please."
I mean, you scream that at the top of your lungs, hoarse as they are from shouting. You think maybe somebody understood that, but it is deafening. Everyone is shouting. You can't even hear yourself shout at this point. There's like dozens, if not hundreds of people outside the cabin. The roof is starting to shake. You can see hands poking through the roof. They're climbing the walls onto the roof. The one place you did not have time to fortify because it's the fucking roof of it, but yeah, anyway, Outis,
Well, I suppose since there's dudes up on the roof, I'm going to light them on fire. Mm-hmm. Is my plan, because don't be on my roof, or I'll light you on fire.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying the roof is on fire?
Mm-hmm. Not yet, but 7.
7. All right, so you will take D6 blood stress as you get the shit kicked out of you as you're starting to take shots. But you did get a success, so no one else takes fallout or stress. So that's what we're going for, not protecting your comrades. So doing your part. So let's see how much blood stress you take. You take 4. Do you have any blood protection?
Yeah, I have 2 right now.
So you have 2.
So I take 2. Yep.
So you're at 4 total.
Gives me a total of 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no blood stress.
You have no blood stress, as Dicebot is still fucking bloodthirsty.
It's on its shit.
It is on its shit. All right. Yeah, you get a bottle hits you in the head. Your head swims in, you taste blood in your mouth. The next action you take is dangerous. The one after that is risky, and then you remove this fallout as your head clears.
Alrighty.
Yep. So yeah. But that it's an immediate, so it's just that. So Rakk, go ahead and give me a killing check.
I'm in the money.
Yeah.
By money I mean corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So you managed to protect your comrades, but you will all take blood stress. Do you have any blood protection? Ooh.
I do.
How much?
1.
1? All right, so you take 5 blood stress. 8 at 11 stress total. And so you take major blood fallout.
Ugh.
Yep. Let's see here. So you clear your blood stress. No, you clear all your stress, actually.
Is Ross happy right now?
Yep. So let's see what fallout you take. I will say have an arterially no, we haven't we've done. Yeah, do you have discern as a skill?
Yes.
You don't anymore. You have been shot in the eye. You have a critical injury. Your eyes are covered in blood.
Permanently gone?
Not until you remove the fallout.
I just start cackling hyena laughter just starts coming out of my mouth now.
Yeah. So yeah, you are, exactly. Everything is in a frenzy. You can still see, you just can't discern. So everything's fuzzy and blood. It looks like it's tinted in blood, weirdly enough, because your eyes are full of little glass shards.
But as long as I can see the blood bags outside that I need to burst, that's what I care about.
Let's see here, and finally, Valanthe.
Okay, so I'm going to be continuing to use the spell, and upon seeing that Rakk is kind of in trouble with arrow in eye, I'm going to cover him and pull him back from the window.
Okay. Well, or you don't. You try to.
I'm into it.
Yeah. Let's see here. But because of that, you...
Fallout from this particular spell is echo fallout.
Okay. But you also, because you failed your action, you also take blood stress. So you will take 1d6 of each.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think it's 1d4 for the spell because you're on tier 1. So first, the blood stress, which will be 6.
Jesus Christ, Ross.
Yep. And
Dicebot wants us dead.
Yeah. And then 1d4 echo stress, 2. Okay. And I guess I'll roll for each one first. So this will be for the blood first. Oh, actually, we'll do the blood first. We'll do each one as a separate thing. So this will be before that. So this is 9, just the blood stress, not counting the echo stress. So that'll be minor blood stress, or minor blood fallout. You wipe your blood.
Actually, I wipe all of it.
No, because it's minor fallout.
Okay,
yeah,
I thought...
You only wipe all with major.
Yeah. But you only get minor blood fallout. So let's see here. Your disarm would make sense because it's a spell. I will say you don't even have blood protection, do you?
I do not.
Okay. I'm going to say you're tired. Cannot gain extra dice from skills. So you don't. So you cannot use. Basically, you can get skip bonus dice from domains and from assistance and mastery, but not from skills. As you are exhausted or tired. And then let's see here for your echo. Unfortunately, you get echo stress as well. Your echo thing falls out. As your spell misfires, you glitch out for a second. You disappear, only reappearing after every other player has acted at least once.
I don't know. I think it would have been way funnier if you picked follower. Just one of the cultists decides to follow Valanthe randomly.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I like that better. You know what? Follower is really good.
Nice.
Okay.
I somehow managed to pick up a follower. This is
They see your spell go off wrong and believe that you are the new Messiah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
I'll take that one.
All right. So new round. Vernon is inside the apparatus. It is a giant mechanical crab. It swings its mighty claws and starts knocking the front wall out. Y'all need to go and get in. Like you can either run alongside the crab under its legs. You could try and climb in, or trying to climb in would be risky. Running alongside it would be a standard delve or evade. Or, it is making its way to the river. The Vernon is focused. It is all the cultists have been pushed back a second by the crab. They are all also the cabin is beginning to collapse. Rakk cannot leave on his own, which he is the only one not looking at the crab. So, yeah.
Well, what crab?
Exactly. So Garanhon, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I definitely want to try to get into that. What you said was a standard delve check, correct?
Standard delve check or evade check to run alongside the crab, and then basically you'll be more exposed to missile fire, but you can basically get away holding on top of the crab. Or if you get inside, it's risky, but then you're in the armored giant mechanical crab.
So, we'll be able to do that. Is it a possibility that I could probably grab Rakk and bring him along with me?
That would upgrade a delve check to risky, unless you can make a compel check to snap him out of it.
Well, also, here's the other thing. Because my head is ringing and I don't have the domain that we're in, I can't succeed at anything I do the next time I
can't?
No,
I was wondering
I'm
about
physically
that, so.
prevented from succeeding at anything that I try to do next, so I'm probably going to need someone to save me as well. Because Outis is just clearly fucking out of it.
No, that's fine. So it's a bad part of it. So
I would say, Outis, if you want to sit this turn out, that'll count as an action, and so you don't have to risk anything. You will take some stress as people. Well, I'll roll to see what kind of what happens to you. Not necessarily. The crab is protective. You could also yell at Vernon to do something. He is just acting on his own right now. Yeah.
Well, that's so okay. But do you want me to leave you behind so you can yell at him, Outis, or
just make your choice, Garanhon. You can grab Rakk and start moving, running alongside the crab. You could yell at Vernon to do something. You could grab Outis and do something. What do you want to do?
Okay. As much as I hate that too, Rakk looks like he might stab me if I actually get it. So I'm going to grab Outis.
Okay.
And start making my way towards the crab. Okay. So trying to get us in if we can.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to just skip my turn, I do have a way of attempting to reduce any physical stress that I take once per session.
Here's the thing. So. You can just grab Outis and shove him in as a risky delve or evade check, Garanhon. And Outis will take any stress instead of you.
I'll take... No, I'm fine with that.
That seems like a dick move.
Yeah, but I don't think so, so it's fine.
He's not really doing a lot of thinking at the moment, let's be honest.
He's got his head, he's got one of his ears covered, and he's just going, mop, mop.
Oh, he's got the tinnitus.
All right, if nothing else, you'll be protected, hopefully. So, yeah, let's go ahead and try that. So,
damn you, tinnitus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so that would be risky, and is this still to use? Can I still utilize warrants for this?
Yeah. You know what? Okay. Or for your also technology, because you're shoving them into a giant mechanical.
You're right. Yeah.
So either way, if you have both domains, it doesn't really matter. So yeah.
Okay, that's to make sure. So at least giving myself the best option of all. All right.
Damn.
Okay, can I say that I get us both in there?
Yeah, if you want to leave Rakk to by himself, sure.
Oh. Damn it.
Don't worry, I think I've got Rakk.
Yeah, I just jump both of us in.
Yeah, sure.
And we can try to convince Vernon to get a turn around if we can, or get there. But yeah, we're safe. 2 10s. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, you're both in there, in like Flynn.
What? Huh?
Yeah. Valanthe, what are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm going to grab the blood of the closest cultist, like splash some of it on my chest when Rakk's not looking, and I'm just going to turn and just, Rakk, help me.
All right, that's
and I'm going to play upon our bond as, you know,
Gonna pretend to be in mortal danger.
All right.
Yes.
You do so as best you can as your body screams at you, as you have expended entirely too much energy today. You are tired, so you get if you have warrens or occult, I would allow that. So you roll 2 dice instead of 3.
Yes.
Yep. But it's standard just to compel. Damn. See, dice spot giveth. With a 10, Rakk, you snap out of it. You can see Valanthe is wounded. He needs your help.
I've got you, buddy.
Okay. You can. It's a risky delve plus warrens or technology to run alongside the crab and under its protective legs.
Yes.
Well, no, I said risky.
Oh wait, it's risky.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, so they fall behind. Rakk, are you going to protect Valanthe with your body, or are you both going to take damage?
Neither of us are going to take damage, and let me tell you why. I've got a follower who's going to protect me.
No, it's a fallout. They don't. That's not how that works.
Damn it.
Yep.
Think of it more like a stalker.
Stalkers can be meat shields too.
Yeah, well, even if they did try that, they'd be outnumbered 100 to 1, so they're not going to do a whole lot. Yeah, both of you. So you're gonna shield Valanthe with your body, Rakk, or are you gonna both take equal amount of damage?
I'm shielding him.
Okay. All right, that's 4 blood stress. As you're fine. 4 blood stress. As they start pincushioning you. So Garanhon, you can see that in
my mother stabs better than you did.
You can tell Vernon to slow down, and you can get back out, or you can try and figure out what the other systems are. Yeah,
or
you could throw them a rope and drag, and if they grab on, then they'll. You can basically throw them. There is a chain that you can throw them that they can wrap themselves around, and in which case they get pulled along with you no matter what. The question is how much stress they'll take from the blood river before you can get to a safe distance and can be pulled into the apparatus.
So potential keel hauling is what you're discussing.
You're at the river's edge. They'll be in. It's how much you can take a little drowning, right?
That's not my.
It's only a little drowning.
It's only a little drowning.
It's only a little drowning.
Yeah, as much as I want to do systems analysis, it's probably going to be a problem. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop the chain to them so we can actually, hopefully pull them up. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you can't submerge as long as the hatch is open. So if you're going to pull them up, you're. So here's what happens. Rakk, you see the chain. Garanhon throws you the chain. I assume you grab onto it.
Yeah.
And Valanthe, you're still conscious, so you can also grab onto it, although you're exhausted. With that, the apparatus takes takes flight in a sense as it starts swimming along the surface as the hatch is still open. You two are being pulled along. Both of you, Rakk and Valanthe, can give me standard delve checks to see how long it takes you to see if you can pull yourself up the chain into the hatch. Or if Garanhon, you can also give me a delve check. Delve plus technology.
Okay.
7s.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Aaron's rolling 10s like a boss.
All right. So with your crit success, you can just make sure Valanthe makes it.
Just steam, vents are all open. Steam is just pouring out of my arbor, probably fogging up the entirety of the cockpit of the crab of the art.
Here's one question for you, Garanhon. You have your shield and everything. Are you? you see Rakk is in a vulnerable position. They're going to snipe at him with some rifles. Are you going to shield Rakk with your body?
Oh, as he's coming up, so as I'm pulling him up. Yeah, I have at least have the best opportunity to absorb some of that blood stress. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, that is 5 blood stress,
which will be 2.
2, and so that puts you at 13 stress.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
It's okay.
That is going to be major blood fallout. So you wipe all of your stress.
Okay.
As a rifle slams into your armor and through your armor, and I'm going to say through your arm. You have a broken arm.
Okay.
From the shot. But with your critical success, you managed to pull in Valanthe, and then you're all able. And then Rakk pulls himself in, as you took the shot for Rakk, and you all managed to slam the hatch shut. And Vernon is able to dive into the blood river, and you all manage to escape. So with that, you make it down to tier 2. As you continue on for a while, it is very quiet. As
what are you talking about? This thing is ringing loudly.
Yeah, the ringing in your head gradually subsides, but you all come.
I will mend everyone's wounds just as soon as I have a little passes out.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go like, hey Outis, I have glass in my eye.
Let's see if I can do that after I've literally bolted my arm to my armor so it doesn't move.
It kind of stings.
Yeah, sounds like it would.
It does.
Vernon, are there any medical supplies on board?
Well, no, not much. I mean, a little bit. I mean, it was normally you would put them in here before. I mean, we don't have anything in here except what you brought on board. I mean, you can't keep supplies in here; it would make the barrel too big.
Oh, goody.
Fair enough. So
I could attempt some mending, which would be hilarious.
You do know where I keep my surgeon's kit.
I don't know if the game allows sharing like that. It's a pretty mean game.
Let's see here. He's like, well, I do know that one place we can go to is the Red Market. There's some organ traders there who are very good at. No, this is actually in the game. This is
I know.
Yeah.
You mean it's not a plug for another really wonderful game that
Yeah, no.
Buy Caleb's book.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, the Incarnadans run it. The those who worship the predatory capitalism and carve out feudal territories with vicious attacks and counterattacks. You can buy and sell in almost anything there. But yeah, there's some organ traders there who can.
I mean, I could try to help Valanthe, but like we mostly dissected fairies at my magic school, so I'm very familiar with phase anatomy, but I'm not sure if I'm as familiar with a witch is. Like it's
yeah. There, we can get some work there, and you can build up some resources to do some work. So we can take a short little detour there.
Oh yeah, maybe there's some we could be like we could raid a base of some kind, like some sort of base raiders to get more supplies. Yeah. Zombies of the world. Okay, I'm done now.
Yeah,
I'm not. If we time it right. And we just look at the lunar calendar, I'm sure that we can find ourselves in the right eclipse phase.
Hey. So yeah, basically, you don't have to do side jobs. You can essentially make rolls and risk stress in order to get resources to heal other types of stress if you want to, or fallout.
It's a vicious cycle here.
It is a vicious cycle.
Reward.
Yeah. Let's see. Removing ongoing fallout. The easiest way. It costs a D8 resource to downgrade a major fallout to a minor, and then a D6 resource to remove a minor fallout. Yeah, now I will just give tired actually, if you want to take D6 supply stress, Valanthe, you can just remove tired by eating, drinking, and resting. So do you want to just do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right,
because I can always get supplies by just. I've still got coins to spend. I've still got that lovely platinum statuette that I stole from What's-His-Face.
Oh, nice.
The tiny little tiara, which I'm very reluctant to part with. for reasons. That's a trophy, but it's also a platinum trophy.
Yeah.
It's D8 Havenworth, so.
Yeah. But yeah, both Rakk and Garanhon have major blood fallout, so you might want to get a organ trader to patch you up. For story reasons, you could. You don't have to do this. Yeah, now that I think about it, actually, I'm going to remove foreboding too, because that was pretty foreboding. The whole cultist siege thing. Yeah, you guys chose the big risk job, and you got the big risk thing. So So you can head to the Red Market. That's the only healer that Vernon knows of on tier 2. And you can try and get your shit treated, or you can press on and see if you can figure out ways to heal your broken arm and blooded eyes. So you have made it out of tier 1. You're now in tier 2 officially. You have escaped the cult of Xarodoth and their plans to capture you and submit you to the Eye, whatever that is. Who cares? They're far away. Yeah. Those losers
don't like that.
Don't. Yeah. Why would you? Why would you like it? It sounds terrible.
And if you get right down to it, I think we've killed enough cultists that they will think twice before taking us on.
By definition, they will not. They are cultists. They are pretty unreasonable.
Oh, come on. Some of them have got to be getting to the point of reasonability at this point.
Yeah, there's exactly one, and that cultist is stalking you. So we'll deal with that later.
Stalking is by definition not a reasonable activity.
It's not reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the year 2022, we've learned a lot about cult mindsets and how they respond to being confronted with brutal reality, and it's not in the way that would make sense.
How dare you bring politics into this game? Fair. This is very apolitical. Meanwhile, Red Markets, no. They're
or for that matter, Bussy Raiders?
No. Bussy Raiders. No. So the path to get to tier 3 to Terminus Station, your goal, goes through High Rise. Now, High Rise is a...
we're moving on up.
Yeah, it is a haunted place. Well, it is a large collection of towers. And there are a lot of death cults that live there. And there's a lot of ghosts. And you need to go through that area. That takes you to the entrance to tier 3 that you need to go to. Now, if you want to go get treated, the only place that you know of that can treat you is the Red Market, which has lots of organ traders and doctors. There might be other places, but you would have to look for them or talk to people to point you to other places. Yeah, the main plot is through High Rise, but if you want to take a detour to get treated and work your way back up, you'll need to go to Red Market or stop along the way and ask for directions. There might be other places.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen the third tier?
Yeah. So, so Vernon's, you're sort of in the midst of the Blood River. You know, you're near enough the surface that you're drawing in air from a tube. So there's the sound of mechanical venting as a fan is pulling air in, circulating air. Cause there's only enough air to last for about 2 hours before this thing, you all suffocate. It's very cramped, especially with Garanhon and his very bulky armor. Vernon's constantly having to course correct because you're just a little heavy, but not actually. No, he has to correct a little bit. He has to reset the bilges and whatnot. But yeah, so Vernon's kind of looking.
The armor got us through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot today.
Like that bullet went through your armor.
Yeah, that was even still before, and it was probably wouldn't worse if the armor wasn't here.
That wasn't
and my steel bones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vernon's just looking at you for it. I'm happy to take you all the way to the bottom as long as my price is the apparatus. When you're done with your quest, I want claim to this fine vessel. But
it is a big, neat metal crab. I can see the appeal.
I would love to see more schematics on it, but no, certainly so.
Yes, I'll take you to Terminus Station. That is where our contract will be for our. But which way shall you go?
I don't know. I mean, you guys are the ones who are the most damaged. So what's
Yeah, at this point, Rakk, you have cleared the glass and stuff from your eyes, and your eyes are definitely fucked up. You can't see you basically have written your vision now. You can see big shapes, and you can shoot arrows into them. So that's the important thing. You just can't, spot fine detail anymore. So, yeah. If you just don't want to be able to use the discern skill anymore, you can actually still make discern checks. You just don't get the skill die. Actually, let me read that. I don't know if you can even make it or not.
I mean, I suppose theoretically.
Oh no, you no longer have access to that skill. So yeah. So you cannot.
Have it. I just can't use it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't make discern checks at all. You just automatically fail them all. So
we need to get that fixed.
And let's see, what does a broken arm do? Broken arm does a lot of fun stuff.
Makes some checks risky or difficult and others impossible, if I recall.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to fight with a broken arm.
Kind of figured. So not impossible. I mean, I can still block things mostly.
So it sounds like we should probably go to them
red organ leggers. Yeah. Yes, we should go to the organ leggers and get us some bootleg things.
Okay.
Ooh, organs with legs.
All right, so this will be a 6 delve. So, and someone will need to navigate for Vernon. Actually, you know what? I am going to say the special ability of the apparatus is as long as you follow the blood river, you do not have to make delve checks. Here's the thing. Vernon takes you near it, but the blood river does not only directly goes through high rise. It will get you to 1d4 plus 2 distance for red markets. So 4. You have a 4 delve on foot. And Vernon will stay in the blood river where he is safe. And he can fish bloodfish and eat and just wait for your signal. Yeah, Vernon will stay with the apparatus. And he is, as long as he stays inside that thing and unsubmerged as much as possible, he's about as safe as you possibly can be. Because there's not many, the blood river's new, so there's not really any large creatures, predatory fish in it or beings in it. And people don't know that the apparatus even exists for the most part, except for those cultists who are all very far away at this point. It's very stealthy, so as long as you don't dawdle too much, he'll probably be pretty fine in that thing. He's a lot more dangerous than a lot of other things on this level.
Fair enough.
Yeah. As long as no one takes, major fortune fallout, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Thing's fine.
So who's leading the way for not Rakk anymore?
I'm assuming it would be discern plus whatever.
No, delve.
Or delve.
Oh, delve. Sorry, delve plus whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay, so what are our domains for here?
What I believe in. This is wild, actually. Wild domain.
And nothing.
Like a moor. Like a moor at night.
Did you say that my?
Yeah.
Did you say my ringing head had worn off, or is that still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was immediate. It was just those 2 rolls.
Yeah. I still.
You were just useless for the most critical part of the encounter.
Yeah. I still don't have wild though. So
hey, Outis, you wouldn't happen to have one of those skulls on you, would you?
I ate all of them. Sorry.
Damn it! Because if that was the case, I could have used the Vermissian plate to gain a domain or skill for until the end of the session. So.
No, my apologies. I ate the rest of them. I ate the entire pile.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm a stress eater sometimes. Okay.
Are you that calcium deficient?
No,
not anymore.
I was curse deficient.
Not anymore. Yeah, good point. Valanthe or Gary.
So I don't have wild.
Okay.
I think the only one of us that does have it is Rakk.
He cannot.
But
help.
I think.
He can no longer assist with the delve checks.
But I can assist. Honestly, I can assist with the delve check. So I'll make pointers while I'm coming back up.
I thought it was discern. He couldn't.
He can't discern, but how is he going to help delve if he can't see very well? I guess. I guess.
Don't say anything about.
Yeah. All right. You know what? You're fair. You're right. You can still sniff and assist people on delve checks. So yeah. That's
also that's stuff at a distance. He could just be checking maps.
Yeah. All right.
Helping with charts.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. Rakk can assist. But, Valanthe, you can make that delve check with Rakk's assistance.
Okay. Here we go. So that's 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And we got us a 7.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you want stress or an encounter?
I'll take an encounter.
Okay.
Because I don't think Rakk can take the extra stress right now.
Well, encounters never do that. As you...
okay, there's definite stress or there's potential stress. I'm going to go for potential stress, thank you, and see if we can work our way through it without getting it.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you were approaching, you're walking through this misty moor. I mean, that's what it looks like. There's strange light coming from like viney, fleshy trees as you pass occasionally by. But as you hear chimes in the distance, but they seem to disappear in the darkness ahead of you. But then they're very close, and emerging from beyond a tree is a white-robed figure. The robes are ripped and stained. She looks. You notice armor from beneath the robes, rusted armor. She is a woman with a blindfold on, and she's carrying a staff with chimes on it in one hand, and in the other hand there is a broken blade. Well, like 2/3 of a blade. It still looks pretty nasty. She is calling out in an ancient language, a language not the common language, but she seems to be searching for something is your impression. Calling or looking for someone. So Valanthe and Rakk see them see this figure first. So Valanthe and Rakk get to act first. Or they're the closest. They're probably only like 30 feet away. Definitely within charging distance.
I'm gonna put a hand on Rack's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Kill them. I can kill them.
I'm gonna move about 20 feet away from Rakk, sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to greet the figure. Just, hello, traveler.
Okay, you can give me a discern plus religion check.
I've got both of those, I think. Yes. That would be a 9.
You've heard of these beings. The gaps between worlds are thin in the heart. And there's some case where the creatures of other dimensions, of other worlds, have bled into and have linked. Many faiths tell of creatures known collectively as psychopomps, who ferry the souls of the dead to the afterlife. Now, some of these psychopomps, it has been written that they have from another, well, perhaps afterlives or other dimensions, have found their way in the heart. They are now trapped in this wrong reality. They have gone mad, lost from their true purpose. So you've encountered this. The writings are unclear. That you know that this is a thing that exists theoretically, and she looks like stories of there's a warrior religion of the Lost Sepulchre of dead-eye, blinded warrior maidens who ferry noble warriors' souls to a afterlife where they wait for the final battle. You have an idea of what this entity is, of what she is, but you don't know exactly what she would do. So when she calls, she calls out in this language you vaguely recognize as like, "Are you come with me, noble soul, and I will guide you to the mead hall where you shall await the final battle." She starts approaching you with the blade and the staff in hand. She starts chiming, ringing the chimes on the staff.
I fear not, fair maiden, for I am not the one you seek. I am not the warrior.
Okay. Give me a risky
compel
plus religion, yeah, because she is not all there.
Well,
all right. She cries out a moan of such piteous lament that it hurts your soul to hear. So you succeed, but boy, she is real sad. So this is the risky. So you lose your top roll. You got a 7. It's 797. So yeah, you take 1d6 mind stress. So that will be 4. All right, and because you have 5 supply stress and 3 fortune, so that is 12. So you're definitely taking fallout. And that's
oof.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. That is an 8, so that is major. So you'll wipe all of your fallout.
Oh, hey, wiping all stress, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Despair makes sense. What domains do you have access to?
Cursed, Desolate, Haven, Occult, and Religion.
Yeah, actually, it makes sense for you to despair. You basically in the game, despair. Your mind races with the implications of what you've seen. Your life before you seems unreal and distant. This is a true servant of a god, a being of divine creation, and it has been trapped by the heart and is lost of its purpose. It has become nothing more than a feral beast that is unstable and erratic. And if a being created by a god can so easily fall, what does it say about humanity? So you no longer have access to religion as a domain until this is removed. This is an ongoing fallout. So yeah, what's the point of thinking about religion? Your mind just clouds over the instant you think of religion.
What is a god to a non-believer?
Yeah. So the creature, the Pharocyclopomp, passes by as you all remain silent, as it calls out for souls to follow it to the afterlife. And you all wait and keep your breath calm, and it eventually passes by. And Valanthe, you don't even notice your tears as you weep for the poor creature.
Rakk, should this have been the moment of your death, you would have been the one to go with her. I'm not going to lose you.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't going to lose myself either.
There's glass in the eye. Like, that's survivable.
I mean, my mother did worse to me when she punished me when I was a kid.
Yeah, eyes are very durable. Do you remember when you guys helped me turn my eyes completely backwards to see my own mind? It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's normal.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, I miss those days.
All right, you can give me another delve check.
Like, out of all of the adventures that we've had, turning your eyes literally backwards into your head and inside out, that...
I mean, I also have delve, so I can aid instead of Rakk, since, if you want.
All right, roll a D8.
Like, that was officially the fun times. Those were the great old days, were they not?
Right. Yeah.
You know it.
Did I say 4 or did I say 6?
Weird mirror spiders and all sorts of stuff.
I can't remember what the delve check, if this was a 4 or 6.
I also don't remember.
You know what? I'm going to say it's going to be a 4. I'll be nice.
Thank you. After we had an avatar of death fall around, it's like, hey, where were we going? How long did we have to go?
Yep.
Look, it's just an avatar of death. There's lots of those.
All right.
By the way, one little thing while we're traveling through here in the moors and the blood-touched saplings all around us.
Mm-hmm.
The moors or lesses.
Oh, yeah, sure. You can get, yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to take one from where we saw the Psychopomp, because I am pretty sure that that's about as hard-touched as you freaking get.
All right, give me a mend plus occult check to harvest it properly. Oh, yeah, you roll 310. Good job.
Might help if I drop a D in there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
Fuck.
Yeah, you got it.
A lot of critical successes. A lot of other rolls, too.
Yeah.
But,
no. So yeah, you're in the red markets. The Inconder, pronounce that. Help if I could find it again. Flipping through the book. Red markets. Incarnadins rule this, and they like fire and blowing up. Yeah. Yeah, if you attack one, he'll blow up in your face and probably kill you. So yeah, don't do that.
Fine.
Yeah.
That probably would hurt just a lot a bit.
Yeah, it's a weird and twisted place of red cloth and shaking lanterns, casting dancing spotlights across the streets. So yeah, you can find work here. You can I can organize a side mission for you all to go on to get enough resources to heal up, or you can just make skill checks and risk stress in some other area in order to gain resources. So for example, you could risk blood stress by going in, pit fighting or arm wrestling or slap fighting or something like that.
No slap fighting.
Yeah, the slap fighting's the newest trend in the red markets.
Yeah.
Or you could risk mind stress by being asked to interrogate prisoners or read dangerous tomes.
Dangerous tomes.
Dangerous tomes, yeah.
Dangerous tomes.
Yeah.
Interrogating prisoners. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it will not be fun. You'll be at definition risking stress in other areas.
Yeah. Shredding my mind's attachment to reality. Yeah. Dangerous texts.
I'm sorry, voice from above, but my thumb screws haven't had a workout in a very long time.
Everyone's just jumping.
Some of us could really use a break, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Look, this is a chance for me to be useful and to degrade the quality of my mind, which I like to do.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Some people like to watch movies for fun. Some people like to listen to music. Others of us like to warm up the tongue looseners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the point of having a perfectly good Pattison throat if I'm not actually going to use it?
Find a new hobby.
Do you know how long it took me to sharpen this corkscrew to razor sharp precision specifically for the purposes of, you know what, you don't even care.
Yeah, it takes a lot of maintenance work to keep a razor edge.
Yeah.
It does, especially on something that's so twisty.
So, if you want to, Alex, I could make men technology checks to see if there's anything particular that they need fixing around town.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll just do this as sort of like a. So you want to use the men skill to fix stuff. That makes sense. What stress tier do you want to risk?
I would say probably
what stress track, basically.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of that. So,
blood would be obviously trying to fix equipment that could blow up in your face, literally. Mind would be equipment that is extremely stressful to be around, like something that makes extremely loud noises or is known to emit weird magical radiation. That would also risk echo. Fortune, your choice, or supplies. You just fix shit with your own tools and supplies, and you're risking your own supplies.
Yeah, I stuff all of my rations into it to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do a blood one just because I have the most protections towards that. So
okay, you cannot use your shield though because your hand you can't. That doesn't make sense
because the rules say so.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not combat. Like you can't fix that you're holding. Yeah.
No, that would still afford me 2 blood protection through my armor. So
yeah,
then I can. No, that's acceptable.
Okay.
Unless you allow me to do a med technology check to rig it to the side of my broken arms. So, but making it even more.
All right. So basically, it will be. I'll let you make it either 1 risky check or 2 standard checks. And no. Let's see here. Yeah. So it'll be 1 risky or 2 standard checks, and it'll be a D6 risk, and you'll get a D8 Haven coin, Haven technology resource. So
okay, I'll do these 2 standard checks then. So
okay,
right now to at least mitigate something, I probably shouldn't be pushing myself as much with a broken arm.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ!
I should have taken the risky apparently because double criticals.
Yeah, with a double crit. You don't have to roll again. Yeah.
So you actually are trying to use the pressure of the blood river to flow. That's like trying to get it to flow in order to generate power through this wheel.
Oh no, they're away from the blood river at this point. This is just, but it is powered by blood.
Blood pneumatics. Yeah. It's fine.
He says don't ask where the blood comes from.
It's not orphans, is it? I told you not to ask.
He told you not to ask. Yeah, I don't know. I just told you not to ask.
It comes from the bone marrow. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's even worse. So, but okay, yeah, no. So I work on this particular plumbing situation, and it's like,
you get a D8. You get D8 coins. Yeah.
Nice.
So good job.
Please fix my broken arm.
You can downgrade your arm to battered with that.
Okay, so that would be considered as a minor now?
It's a minor fallout, yes.
Minor fallout, okay. Yeah, so that will be spent then.
Okay.
That needs to help.
Battered, I believe, means you don't. Fallout. So, no, your dominant hand is injured. Okay. Any offensive action you'd make in combat is risky.
Okay.
And tasks, yeah. Actually, wait, no. You had a broken arm and you were fixing shit. That was risky anyway, so... You actually still need to make another check because you had to you're doing this with broken arm.
With double 10s though?
Yeah, because one of those 10s is dropped because it's risky. Because you have a broken arm.
Fine.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot about the broken arm fallout. That might have made it a little hard. So give me another check.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, that would have made the risky check dangerous. So.
Yeah, like that. But it's okay. So this is going to turn on me and... yeah.
All right. So, you don't take any damage, but you need to roll again.
Okay.
So I assume you have 2 blood protection.
I do, yes, through the armor.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Jesus. Oof. I told you this is straight.
All right, you take 1 blood stress.
1.
Yep, I'm not going to roll for that because it's 1.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll again.
All right.
Just keep giving them chances.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Is this enough rope?
Yeah, here we go. One more. You finally managed to get it. But you take fucking
Jesus.
4
stress.
Yep. That puts you at 5.
Don't break my other arm in this, Ross.
You know what? I'm going to give you a D6 coin, too. Because you're probably going to need it. Because, I'm just going to give you a ringing head, which is immediate.
Jesus.
So you're slightly concussed. But
yeah, maybe just hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, just broke my arm, but
no, I'm not going to give you another coin for that. Yeah, it took you too long. So your hand is now battered. So you can now fix things, but fine dexterity is out, and offensive actions are risky. So,
okay.
But that's all you get with that. So you managed to get your arm put in a splint, and it is healed. So
does that wipe out the stress on that track?
It does. So yeah.
Okay, so no problem. Just making sure.
Yeah. Good point. Good catch. So Outis,
yo,
what are you doing?
I've heard they have crazy making books they need someone to make sense of.
Mm-hmm.
That you want to just run and do immediately?
Yeah. I would like to point my face directly at the book.
Okay, discern. Same mechanics as with Garanhon. Discern plus occult for you. And 2 standards or 1 risky.
Risky!
Okay, and you don't have any...
No,
you only have 2 mind stress, so yeah, you're fine.
All right.
If you do that, you'll get a D8 coin. Or 2D6.
Wait. That's a 9, and that is a 9! Yes!
Okay. You managed to read the book and its secrets and the implications.
I'm actually a little bummed. I was hoping to get a little bit of mind stress, but whatever.
It all just came to me.
Yeah. You got a D8 coin out of it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I don't need any care myself at present, so I'm going to wait and see how the others turn out, and then whoever needs it the most, I will trade them.
Very good. Rakk. You cannot discern, but you could do some pit fighting. You could also use hunt to butcher and consult to butcher an animal, a not quite dead animal. Like what stress track do you want to risk? You have some blood stress right now, Rakk. If you want to work, you could risk echo stress. You could risk supply stress or fortune stress. Fortune stress would just be literally gambling. You can't really use discern, but you could use compel. I don't know how do you see yourself making some bucks in this red market? People are buying and selling.
Those slap fights sounded fun.
Okay, yeah. Kill plus warrens.
I have both.
All right, 2 standard or 1 risky.
I'll go 2 standard.
2 standard. Okay.
I mean, that is appropriate for slap fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the taking the hit and moving on.
A monstrous woof with that. So your first slap actually succeeds, but you get your head rung as well.
Wait, I thought he was doing 2 standard.
Yeah, but he rolled a 7.
He rolled a 9.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. So sorry. You slapped the shit out of the first guy, and he goes down. So you give me another one.
Yeah, watch it, Ross.
Sorry, I might be a little bloodthirsty.
There you go. There's your 7.
Yeah. Oof.
4.
Yep. So you're at 8 blood stress. Yep. Let's see here.
I mean, if he gets slapped, I don't know. There's a few things I could be.
It could be a few things. I'm not going to give him ringing head. That's too easy.
Too many ringing heads.
Too many ringing heads. Too much. I'm going to have spitting teeth. Any action to make you speak or look respectable is risky.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't look pretty no more.
Aww.
Did I ever?
Yeah. So.
Oh, come on. Who has the cutest muzzle?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, you get enough to have some. The organ trader says, we can just pop out those eyes and put in new, fresh ones, gnoll eyes, same color even.
Like, can I look at them before you do it?
Here.
I was like, oh, those are very nice. Oh, yes.
You realize, actually, you're looking at the eyes, and then you're like, wait, those are in another gnoll. Like, there's a gnoll there who's like, he tried to set it up so you're just looking at the eyes, like through a little peephole kind of thing, but you realize, oh, that's a gnoll's that's sitting on the other side of that.
Like, hey.
What? He owes me.
Does he know he's doing this?
Yeah, he owes me money. A lot of money.
Well, you repay your debts. That's how the world goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay. So we got D8 coins, so that downgrades it to minor fallout. Actually, I'll be nice and just I'll make that ringing because it doesn't really nothing else really makes sense. So yeah, that you basically get the critical injury treated. So, but yeah, you're spitting teeth now. You're ugly, or you can't. Any action to look respectable is risky. All right,
like you just have sort of some blood coming out of your mouth consistently for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like to think I don't look physically different. It's just now when I talk, like when I go to talk, sometimes blood just starts pouring out of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like gum disease, but worse.
Yeah. Let's see here. Valanthe. You've noticed someone's been leaving you. Every once in a while you feel like someone's watching you. And when you turn to look, there's nothing there. Or at least you can't really notice it from the crowds. So, yeah. Do you want to do any work? I mean, your despair is... actually, they cannot... That is mined, so that cannot be treated here.
So let's see. Right now I've got despair, but what else do I have as far as fallout? Well, despair and stalker.
Conduit. Yeah, follower and conduit. Conduit is no echo protection. Follower is just a plot thing. And that's pretty much it. You could also just get coins just to get resources or to buy new equipment.
Now, I thought that we had bought off conduit. Okay.
Well, that's been there a while. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that because I mean, maybe I forgot to delete it. Conduit's not really that big either because it's just no echo protection. So yeah, you can't really get despair treated here. Only supplies and blood can be treated in the red markets. It's a very commercial place. You can buy and sell anything here.
Yeah, they run off of a kind of profit system.
Uh-huh.
I can't help but think quietly to myself that, excuse me, if I have a stalker, and I know that I have a stalker, I could work a job, get some coins so that I've got enough to pay for somebody else who's got an injury of some kind, or I can work a job, make some coin, offer up stalker as, well, how do I put this in proper words? Hey, here's some coins. I know you guys need some viable organs. Would you like 2 kidneys, 2 lungs, a liver, and a heart in nice ambulatory condition? He's right over there. Here you go.
So you're organ trading now.
You would have to actually capture the stalker and to do that. So that would be a side mission, which you can do. But like that's not like they're not just going to pay you to like go for you to tell them to go get that guy. They're like, well, you bring him to us, and we'll.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I give them. I work job. I get money. I turn around. I spend the money on a hitman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
To bring in that guy, and the way that I can justify being able to hire a hitman here in this town, it's almost as if they have people who are looking for bootleg organs everywhere.
Sure.
So let's see. As far as what kind of job to do, I'm not kidding about I have this torture equipment, and I understand that you are looking for somebody to use torture equipment. So mend.
Please. Enhanced interrogation.
Okay. We'll call it enhanced interrogation.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call it a fun night.
Yeah.
But risk mind stress, go for the 2 standard checks if that's all right.
Sure. 2 standard checks, risking mind, there is someone who needs some answers from a captured person. Warrens will be the domain. Yeah.
Are you sure we can't go with a cult?
No, actually, it's a criminal. Yeah. Yeah, cultists don't do their own interrogation. But gangsters and, smugglers and traffickers, they definitely would hire freelance interrogators. But
can't be helped.
Yep. All right, with a crit though, you only need the one. He sings like a canary. He tells you that the Fazio betrayed Rubio on 3 nights ago, and the dagger has been sheathed in the graveyard of crows, whatever that means. The people pay you a D8 coin for the skillful interrogation and depart. So, by the way, a D8 coin can be broken down into 2 1d6 coins. So,
okay,
yeah.
I think I will split it into the 2 1d6. Mm-hmm. Hire a budget hitman for a d6, and hang on to the other d6 for purposes of dealing with other fallouts later.
Okay.
Did you said a D8 can be split into 2 D6?
Yeah.
If that's the case, I could split my D8 into 2 D6s and give one to Rakk and one to Garanhon to take care of their remaining.
If you want to give up your money to help them.
Yeah, you guys can owe me. You've drugged me through all sorts of stuff through my uselessness, so it's only fair.
All right, so battered and spitting teeth are gone.
My perfect smile is restored.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so Valanthe, for your budget hitman, roll a d6. If he gets equal to the resistance, he succeeds.
You're at budget assassinations.
Yeah, basically. All right, he does. So
I love it when a plan.
No more follower.
No more follower. Yeah. All right. So you got rid of.
But to be fair, it was someone who was going to murder us yesterday. Yeah, so
that's fair.
And he was planning to murder us tomorrow too. So.
Well, you don't know exactly.
It's just this time they wanted to like build a shrine out of your bones or something.
Yeah. All right.
Which would entail taking said bones out of me, which would require murder.
It's rude. Yeah.
All right. So all that's required is to get back to the crab, unless you guys want to earn more coin. But it sounds like you've treated the most dangerous wounds. So you're ready.
Does anybody have any wounds left at this point?
I'm still a little crazy, but that's normal.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a 4 delve to get back to the crab, the apparatus.
What domain are we on?
It's wild. Yeah, you're going back the same way you came.
I got nothing there. Mm-hmm. I can assist, but I don't have wild myself.
I can take that since I haven't delved in a while.
Okay.
So.
All right. Go ahead and go.
All right, and you're assisting with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. We're good. So, all right, D6.
4.
I don't have control.
I'm talking to the die, not you.
Getting there.
Yeah. All right, we good for one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go ahead.
You're making your way through the moors.
Making my way through the moors.
All right.
Hey, we're still good. So
okay,
just don't roll a 1.
Ross.
Dice bot.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh, we just took a wrong turn. We're fine.
Yeah.
Need to go through the capillary.
When you hear the chiming in the distance, you know to avoid it.
You know to not be there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's her. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You. Let's see here. You all get back to the apparatus. You signal to it, and we'll end the session as you delve back in there as your Garanhon arms aches as it has been filled with new meat and bone. And
need to get steel bones for my arms.
Yeah. And Rakk, your eyes itch a little bit, but yeah, they're fine. And Valanthe cannot help but keep thinking of the psychopomp, the warrior maiden, lost. But you begin to continue go down river on the River of Blood, heading to High Rise, and from High Rise you will be able to reach Tier 3. And then Terminus Station. But that is where we will end this session. So questions, comments, suggestions?
That was highly stressful and a lot of fun.
We got hurt bad.
Yeah.
Although honestly, I do see the balance though of like minor stress wiping a track or minor fallout wiping a track and major fallout wiping everything. That does. It's not as bad as I was afraid it was going to be. Like there's you do get a reward for your major fallout in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you get to you don't have to worry about all those other things. So
it's less likely to cause exploding stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, I think, more of a problem that we actually did run into a few times because we were doing it wrong.
Kind of piled on. So,
it is. Seems to be working better. And you guys, you're getting through it. As long as you can find some place to go heal, it'll be fine. You can just be patched up forever. So, so next session you'll find out what's the deal with high rise. Surely nothing.
Thank you for the eye trauma.
Yeah. And I will give you a hint, something to tantalize Aaron, especially, is that you'll also have to go to the Machines of Dust, and I'm sure that'll be a fun and pleasant place to check out. And but any other question? Well, I think that's about it for the session.
No, just thanks, listeners, for telling Ross how to hurt us more.
Exactly. God. Dicebot seemed to compensate weirdly today.
Yeah. Dicebot was pretty. Dicebot MVP. For sure.
Dicebot definitely was. I think Dicebot was taking pity on us for having to play the game correctly.
That's a perfect way to end the session. We'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.